My presentation is focusing on Uganda Union Mission, where I have been coordinating the projects of Adventist World Radio in the last 5 years. But this is more of a case study representing what is happening in the sub-Saharan Africa, where the Seventh-day Adventist Church has the 3 divisions. The fastest way to spread the message of salvation in this era of technological advancement is in the deployment of multimedia approach. As a church, we have used TV, print media, and of late social media extensively. But there is another medium, the radio. In Uganda, according to media monitoring reports, between 60 and 70% of the population rely on radio as their primary source of information. And the trend may not be very different in other parts of Africa. We therefore believe, as Adventist World Radio, that in these end times, our task, among other things, is to contextualize Matthew chapter 24, verse 14 to the radio ministry. Thus, this gospel of the kingdom will be broadcast on radio waves in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then shall the end come. The Adventist World Radio has invested generously and continues to do so in establishment of radio stations for the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Uganda. The investment in the church in Uganda is just a tiny representation of what Adventist World Radio is doing across the continent of Africa for our church. Up to the year 2020, the church in Uganda had 91.9 Prime Radio in Kampala and AWR radios 104.7 Maranatha in Jinja, 98 Ebenezer in Bale, 102.9 Light FM in Kasese. These 4 radio stations have filled the airwaves with messages of salvation, making possible tens of thousands of baptisms, adding to the church membership. In addition to the 4 radio stations, Adventist World Radio has assisted Uganda missions lately to set up 3 more radio stations currently on signal testing. They are Adventist World Radio 92.4 Vine FM in Western Uganda.
If you ever get pregnant at an early age, it doesn't mean that the world has stopped. You can still do more and more things when you're a younger mother. Don't try to abort. Don't devise other means so that you can do away the pregnancy. Accept yourself the way you are.
Well,
we are grateful to AWR, Adventist World Radio, because without them, I wouldn't even be standing here with smiles, because they have done it for us.
104.2 Messenger FM in southwestern Uganda and 89.0 Orion FM in northern Uganda.
I'm standing inside the transmitter room of AWR Orion 89.0 FM.
The Adventist World Radio assistance was comprised of purchase of 3 radio stations and rebranding them to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, construction of 4 buildings under the name Adventist World Radio Broadcast Houses, construction of 3 transmission masts, and donations of other transmission and broadcast equipment. The above assistance is worth close to $600,000. This brings the total number of radio stations for the church in Uganda to 7. Plans are underway to establish 2 more radio stations in northern Uganda, 2 more radio stations in eastern Uganda, and a repeater station in Rwenzori region in Uganda to cover the area known as Bundibujo. In the next 5 years, our goal is to cover every square inch of Uganda with a message of salvation on radio airwaves. This is the trend that we are following in the entire continent of Africa, to spread the 3 angels' messages to every square inch of Africa, and to make real our motto from broadcast to baptism, in preparing the world for the soon return of our Lord Jesus Christ. To God be the glory.